After 60, not all fruits are friends to your legs. Dear friends, I'm Dr. Hinohara. At over 100 years old, I still walk every day, speak clearly, and listen carefully to what my body is telling me. Today, I want to share something that might surprise you. Some fruits, though they seem healthy, are no longer suitable for our bodies after age 60. Especially when it comes to leg health. After a lifetime in medicine, I've learned that small adjustments in daily habits can lead to big changes in how we feel. Many people believe weak legs and sore joints are just part of aging. But more often than not, these problems are linked to poor circulation, slow muscle recovery, and silent inflammation, all of which are deeply affected by what we eat. Fruits are natural, yes, but not all fruits serve us well as we age. Some are high in sugar, raise blood sugar quickly, or even trigger low-grade inflammation. When eaten too often or in large amounts, they can leave our legs feeling swollen, stiff, or tired, even after light activity. I'm not telling you to stop eating fruit, but I do hope you'll be more selective. After 60, our bodies are like gardens that have matured, they need more care. The right nutrients, and the right timing, and our legs are the roots of our independence. In the next parts, I'll walk you through 7 fruits I often advise older patients to limit, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Top 7 fruits to be cautious with after age 60. 1. Grapes, sweet, but silently weaken the legs. When I was younger, I thought of grapes as clean, healthy snacks, sweet, portable, and good for the heart. But after decades of treating older patients, especially those complaining of tired, heavy legs or slow recovery after walking, I began to notice a pattern. Grapes can be harmful to leg health after age 60. Why? Because grapes are loaded with fructose, a natural sugar that behaves differently from glucose. Fructose travels directly to the liver, and in aging bodies where liver function slows down, this causes trouble. It raises uric acid levels, which in turn blocks nitric oxide, the molecule that helps blood vessels relax. Without good circulation, less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your leg muscles, making them feel heavy, tight, or even sore after simple tasks. Worse yet, grapes don't trigger fullness, so it's easy to eat large handfuls without noticing. Many seniors believe they're eating light, but a full bowl of grapes may quietly overwhelm their vascular system. In traditional Japanese medicine, we don't label food as good or bad, we look at how it behaves in the body. Grapes are sweet and fast-burning, exactly what older legs don't need. If you enjoy grapes, eat just a few, and pair them with something grounding, like nuts or plain yogurt, to slow the sugar down. Avoid eating them on an empty stomach, and never let them replace a proper meal. What once gave us energy can now silently drain it, if we don't adjust to the needs of our aging body. 2. Bananas, gentle in appearance, but can undermine stability. Bananas are often seen as comforting and nutritious. And yes, they're rich in potassium, which supports muscle function. But for seniors, especially those with insulin resistance, which is very common after age 60, bananas can work against you. Here's why. Bananas are high in simple carbohydrates, which raise blood sugar quickly. If you eat a banana for breakfast, often with coffee or toast, you create a meal that's high in sugar but low in protein and fat, offering no buffer. This leads to an energy crash by mid-morning, and in many cases, shaky legs or fatigue. A 2016 study in nutrients found that in older adults with impaired glucose tolerance, even medium glycemic fruits like bananas triggered strong post-meal blood sugar spikes, stressing the tiny capillaries in the legs and feet. I've seen this firsthand, seniors feeling exhausted before lunch, blaming it on aging, but the real culprit was often a banana without balance. My advice? Don't eat bananas alone. Pair them with fermented dairy, boiled eggs, or nuts to slow sugar absorption, and avoid eating them on an empty stomach, especially in the morning. Your body doesn't need fast sugar, it needs stable fuel. That's how you protect your strength after 60. 3. Pineapple, tropical and fresh, but can trigger leg puffiness. Pineapple is loved for its sweetness and its enzyme, bromelain, which is known for anti-inflammatory effects. But as with all things, the full picture matters, not just the headlines. Pineapple contains a high amount of fructose and acidic compounds. As we age, our blood vessel linings become more delicate, and high fructose fruits like pineapple can trigger low-grade inflammation and water retention, especially in the legs. At the same time, pineapple's acidity can irritate the gut, reducing the absorption of essential nutrients like magnesium and potassium, both critical for leg strength and cramp prevention. The result? Tight, swollen legs, especially in the afternoon, even if you're drinking water and resting. One 2019 study in clinical interventions in aging linked lower leg fluid retention in seniors with slower walking speed and higher fall risk. My advice? Don't eat pineapple on an empty stomach, and limit portions to just a few pieces. Eat it with something grounding, like boiled eggs, sesame seeds, or miso soup, to help your body process it more gently. Not everyone reacts the same, but if you feel heavy-legged after pineapple, pay attention. The body speaks softly. We must learn to listen. 4. Watermelon, hydrating, but may trigger cramping and energy dips. Watermelon feels like the perfect fruit, sweet, juicy, mostly water, but for older adults, especially in summer, watermelon can lead to muscle fatigue and leg cramps if not consumed wisely. Here's why. High glycemic index. Watermelon spikes blood sugar quickly, then causes a sharp crash, leading to energy dips, leg weakness, or even shakiness after eating. Lacks fiber, fat, and protein. This means watermelon doesn't support muscle repair or satiety, leaving your legs underfueled and more prone to cramping. Dilutes electrolytes. Too much watermelon can flush out magnesium and potassium, which are vital for muscle and nerve function. The result? Restless legs, nighttime cramps, or sluggishness. I've had patients eat fruit all day during hot months, yet they feel drained and unsteady by afternoon. The reason wasn't dehydration, it was poor nutrient balance. My recommendation: enjoy watermelon in moderation, and pair it with something grounding, like a hard-boiled egg, fermented soup, or a small handful of salted nuts. Hydration alone isn't enough. Your legs need minerals and sustained fuel, not just water and sugar. 5. Dried fruit, nature's candy that overwhelms aging legs. Dried fruits, like raisins, dates, dried mango, and apricots, are often seen as a better alternative to sweets. But for older adults, they can be a hidden source of extreme sugar overload. Highly concentrated sugar. A small handful of raisins can contain more sugar than a can of soda. Without the water and fiber found in fresh fruit, this sugar enters the bloodstream too fast, creating fatigue and leg weakness. Hard on capillaries. Sugar spikes damage the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. This limits blood flow to your legs and feet, resulting in slower recovery and heavier steps. Easy to overeat. Dried fruit is portable and tasty, but it doesn't fill you up. Many seniors snack on trail mixes and energy bars containing dried fruit, unaware they're flooding their systems with dense, fast-burning sugar. My advice: avoid dried fruit as a daily snack. If you do eat some, limit to 1 to 2 small pieces, and pair with nuts or cheese to reduce the sugar impact. As I often say, your body doesn't care if sugar comes from a factory or from nature, it reacts the same way. 6. Fruit juice, light in appearance, but heavy on the legs. Lastly, we come to fruit juice, even freshly squeezed. A glass of orange juice may seem harmless, but for the aging body, it's a surge of liquid sugar that hits hard and fast. No fiber, just sugar. Juice strips away fiber, leaving pure sugar. This causes rapid insulin spikes, which stress the blood vessels, especially the small ones in your legs, feet, and toes, linked to diabetes and vascular damage. Harvard and Tufts University studies have shown that fruit juice increases the risk of type 2 diabetes in seniors. Even when consumed moderately, it doesn't satisfy hunger. Juice passes through quickly, often leaving people tired and craving more sugar, especially by mid-morning. Over time, this weakens muscle resilience and contributes to fatigue, cramping, and instability. My advice: eat the whole fruit, not the juice. Chew slowly, pair with protein or fat, and never drink juice on an empty stomach. Replace juice with herbal tea, barley tea, or plain water. 7. Canned fruit, soft and sweet, but quietly weakening your legs. Let us now look at the final fruit on our list, one that's often overlooked because it feels familiar, comforting, and easy to eat: canned fruit. Whether it's peaches in syrup, fruit cocktail, or canned pineapple, this kind of fruit often appears in senior care homes, cafeterias, or even at home as a quick, soft dessert. But while canned fruit may look gentle, it carries hidden risks, especially for aging legs and blood vessels. Red exclamation mark. Why should older adults limit canned fruit? Soaked in added sugar. Canned fruit is usually packed in syrup or concentrated fruit juice, both of which are high in added sugars, especially high fructose corn syrup. These sugars spike insulin rapidly and create inflammation in blood vessels, particularly in the legs. Processed and nutrient depleted. The canning process destroys enzymes, reduces vitamin content, and adds preservatives that the aging body may struggle to detoxify. What starts as real fruit becomes a sugary, over-softened product that no longer supports muscle strength or vascular health. Triggers overeating without fullness. Because canned fruit is soft and sweet, it's easy to eat more than intended. The texture is pleasant for aging mouths, but the metabolic response is harsh. It leads to sugar crashes, leg fatigue, and swelling, especially in individuals with poor circulation or varicose veins. A 2020 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors with a high intake of processed fruit products, especially those canned in syrup, experienced slower walking speeds, increased inflammation markers, like CRP, and greater risk of lower limb weakness. Checkmark Dr. Hinohara's advice. If you must eat canned fruit, choose those packed in water or 100% natural juice, and drain the liquid before eating. Eat only small amounts, and always pair with a source of protein or healthy fat, like plain yogurt, cottage cheese, or seeds. Avoid canned fruit as a routine dessert, reserve it for rare occasions. And never let it replace fresh fruit. After age 60, your body needs real nourishment, not convenience disguised as comfort. Strength doesn't come from sweetness. It comes from balance, from choosing foods that support blood flow, muscle function, and resilience. As I always say, what tastes easy may not always be easy on your legs. Choose wisely, walk freely, with respect and care. Dr. Hinohara.